Hello students, welcome to this online lecture. I am Mr. Kedar Deshmukh, Srimati Meenalben Mehta College, Pachgani. Okay, in our previous lecture, we have to be discussed the concept of cost sheet. Okay, and at that at the end of that lecture, we discuss the format of cost sheet. Okay, both the concept we have to be studied in our last lecture. Now today's lecture is related with the practical problem number 1. Before uh, seeing the practical problem number 1, we have to know the various equation under the cost sheet, because this equation is very important for MCQ type exam. Okay, so let's see the equation of cost sheet. Okay, the first equation you have to see in your screen is that you know the equation. What is equation? The first equation is that see first the first equation, opening stock of raw material plus purchase of raw material plus expenses of raw material, that is carriage inward, or minus closing stock of raw material. So what is the answer of that equation? The answer of that equation is material consumed. We know the format of cost sheet. In last lecture we have to be discussed. See the format. The first is opening stock of raw material, add purchase of raw materials, add expenses on purchase of raw material, that is carriage inward, less closing stock of raw material. The amount is to be called as the material consumed. So it is the equation number 1 related to the cost sheet. Let's see the second equation. Second equation is that direct material plus direct labor means wages plus direct expenses. Adding these 3 items, the answer is that the answer of that equation is that prime cost. Okay, so it is the answer of second equation. By adding such 3 types of amount, that is direct material, direct labor plus direct expenses, the format of cost sheet. When we are going to add the direct labor, that is wages, then add direct overhead or direct expenses, then we get the prime cost. Okay, so this is the equation. It is also very important for your MCQ type exam. Such type of example is asking in your MCQ type exam, so you have to know the correct formula or correct equation for your preparation. Okay, the third one equation is that prime cost plus factory overhead. You know the format of cost sheet. When we add the factory cost and in prime cost, okay, prime cost plus factory cost, when we add factory cost in prime cost, then we get the figure of factory or work cost. Okay, so this is the equation. Prime cost plus factory overhead. Overhead means expenses. Okay, prime cost plus factory overhead means expenses is equal to factory or work cost. So it is a third equation of your cost sheet. It is also very important for your MCQ type exam. Then let's see the fourth equation is that factory cost plus office overhead. Overhead means expenses. When we add office overhead in factory cost, then we get the amount of cost of production. You know that when this is the format of cost sheet, when we add the office or administrative overhead under factory cost, then we get the cost of production. Okay, so this is the all about equation. Okay, let's see the fifth one equation. What is what? Cost of production plus selling and distribution overhead. When we add selling and distribution overhead in cost of production, then we get the amount of total cost, that is cost of sale. Okay, you know the format of cost sheet. When we add selling and distribution overhead under cost of production, then we get the final amount, that is total cost or cost of sale. Okay, this is the fifth one example, fifth one equation. Okay, you remember all these equation for your MCQ type exam, because such type of example is asking in your MCQ type exam. So you have to know all the equation more exactly. Okay, and the last equation is that, you know, what is last equation? Total cost plus profit is equal to sale. When we add profit under the total cost, then we get the amount of sale. You know the format of cost sheet. When we add total profit in total cost, then we get the amount of sale. So it is the equation of sale. What is the equation of sale? Total cost plus profit is equal to sale. So this is the sixth equation which is very important for your MCQ type exam. You have to know all such equation for your MCQ exam, and you have to prepare this format in your this equation you have to put in your notebook. Okay, this is the all about equation. Then let's see the practical problem number 1 on cost sheet. Okay, in our last lecture we have to be discuss the format of cost sheet. Okay, now today's lecture we are going to see the practical problem on cost sheet, how the cost sheet is prepared and how the amount of expenses are classified under the cost sheet. Okay, this is the problem which one is asking in Shivaji University example, Shivaji University Kolhapur exam in November 2019. Okay, this problem is asked in Shivaji University exam in November 2019. So let's see the practical problem number 1 on cost sheet. Okay, from the following particulars, prepare a cost sheet for the month of August 2020. Following are the particulars, following are the items which are related to the cost sheet, and it is given month of August 2020. With the help of this amount, with the help of this figure, we are going to be prepared a statement of cost sheet. Okay, you have to know and you remember the specimen or the format of cost sheet, because we are going to be prepared the cost sheet according to the specimen or according to the format. No any item is up and down. We are going to be prepared statement of cost sheet according to the specimen or according to the format. So you have to know or you have to remember the format of such cost sheet. Okay, this is the first column which is called as particulars, and this is the second column which is called as amount rupees. So the first figure is given in this question is that opening stock of raw materials. The amount of opening stock of raw materials is given is 20,000. Okay, opening stock of raw material, it is a last year closing stock which is carried forward to the next year as a opening stock. Okay, it is a last year closing stock. Okay, we know the format of cost sheet. What is the format of cost sheet? Let's see. First we have to be taken the opening stock of raw material in inner column. Okay, this is the format. Then let's took this item in our cost sheet. Solution. In middle we are going to write the statement of cost sheet. The statement of cost sheet for the month of August 2020. So this is the first column which called as particulars, and the amount, the two column is related with the amount. Okay, first we took the opening stock of raw material in our solution. In inner column the amount is given is rupees 20,000. Okay, then next point is given in our in question is that purchase of raw material. Okay, during the year we have to be purchase a raw material of 1,50,000. Okay, so where the purchase of raw material is put in opening stock, we are going to add the purchase of raw material. Okay, in solution, add the purchase of raw material amount in inner column 1,50,000. Okay, then next point is given that closing stock of raw materials. Okay, this is the year ending closing stock. How many closing stock is remain? 10,000. Okay, so closing stock, we know the format. Closing stock is less from the purchase of raw material, because in this particular problem expenses on purchase of raw material is not given, so it should be neglecting. Okay, then next point, we less the figure of closing stock of raw material. Okay, so come back to the solution. First we add such amount in 20,000. The amount is 20,000 plus 1,50,000 is equal to 1,70,000. And then in next line we less the amount of closing stock of raw material, which is given in our example. The amount of closing stock of raw material is 10,000. Okay, the next format, by subtracting the amount of closing stock of raw material, then we get the amount of material consumed. Okay, subtract the 10,000 from 1,70,000, then we get the amount of material consumed. 1,70,000 minus 10,000, then we get the amount of 1,60,000. So this amount is called as raw material consumed. Okay, the next head in our specimen is that in material consumed we are going to add the direct labor, that is direct wages. Okay, let's see the problem. What is given? Yes, here in our question the next point is given is that direct labor. So this is the expenses, so we are going to add in our raw material consumed the amount of direct labor. Okay, the amount of direct labor is 60,000. The next format, what? Add direct overhead or direct expenses. Let's see the question. If there is no direct, this is the question, after direct labor there is no any item is given of direct expenses, so it should be neglecting. Okay, the next expenses is given factory overhead. Okay, we know the format. By adding the direct labor or direct wages, there is in our particular problem, direct overhead or direct expenses is not given, so it should be neglect. Okay, no need to write this item in our solution. Okay, because it is not given in our example. If it is given, then it should be taken in our solution, but no need to taken because it is not given in our example, so it should be neglect. So we are going to add the direct labor. By adding the amount of direct labor in raw material consumed, then we get the amount of prime cost. So this is the amount of prime cost. By adding the 60,000 in our 1,60,000, then we get the amount of 2,20,000. This amount is called as prime cost. Then let's see the format. After knowing the prime cost, then we add the amount of factory or work overhead. So let's see the problem. What is given? After direct labor, the item is given is that factory overhead, that is factory expenses. So we are going to add in our prime cost the amount of factory overhead. What is the amount of factory overhead? Factory overhead is adding in our prime cost. Okay, factory overhead is given in our example. The amount of factory overhead is 22,500. This is the expenses, so we should add. Okay, all such expenses we are going to add in our cost sheet. Okay, if any income, there is any income, it should be subtracted. If there is any expenses, all the expenses we are going to add in our cost sheet. Okay, because we why the cost sheet is open? Because finding the amount of total cost. Okay, for finding the amount of total cost, we are going to add all such type of expenses related to the cost sheet. Okay, related to the production, or if any there is income, it should be subtracted. Okay, so factory cost, factory overhead, that is factory expenses, is given in a example. The amount of factory expenses is 22,500. It should be added in prime cost. Okay, so only one expenses is given, factory overhead. By adding factory overhead, then we get the amount of factory or work cost. Okay, by adding the factory overhead in prime cost, then we get the amount of factory or work cost. So the amount of factory cost is 2,42,500. Okay, the next format is that after knowing the factory or work cost, then we are going to add the amount of office and administrative overhead. Let's see the example what is given. Yes, here office and administrative overhead are given. The amount of office and administrative overhead is rupees 27,500. So it is the expenses. So already I say all such expenses we are going to add in our cost sheet, or any income, it should be subtracted. Okay, so office and administrative overhead, that is expenses, are given in example rupees 27,500. So it is the expenses, it should be less from the factory cost. It should be add in factory cost. Okay, the amount of office and administrative overhead is given in example is 27,500. So it should be added in factory cost. After adding this 27,500, then we get the amount of cost of production. So let's see the format of cost sheet. By adding the office and administrative overhead in factory cost, then we get the amount of cost of production. Okay, so here we write the cost of production is given, is coming 2,70,000. Okay. After knowing the amount of cost of production, the next format, what is say? We add the opening stock of finished goods. Okay. Let's see the problem. What is given? The next item is given in our example, that is opening stock of finished goods. So it is a starting year beginning. This finished goods is a opening stock of opening of the opening date of the year. This finished goods is a stock of opening date of the year. This opening stock of finished goods is added in cost of production. Okay. You see in your screen opening stock of finished goods 5,600. It should be added in cost of production. Then next, what is given in our format? Closing stock of finished goods. Okay. Let's see the example. What is given? Closing stock of finished goods also given in our example. The amount of closing stock of finished goods is 16,200. So it should be less, or it should be subtracted from the cost of production. So let's total 2,70,000 plus 5,600. The amount is coming is 2,75,600. So from this amount, we should subtract the amount of closing stock of finished goods. Okay, the amount is given in example 16,200. After subtracting this amount, we get the amount of cost of goods sold. Okay, 16,200 is subtracted from the 2,75,600. After subtracting this amount, we get the amount of cost of goods sold, which is given, which is coming, that is 2,59,400. So this is the format. We are going to prepare a cost sheet according to the format of cost sheet and according to the specimen of cost sheet. No any item is up and down. All such items are recorded under the cost sheet according to specimen or according to format. No any item is up and down. Okay. The next, we know the amount of cost of goods sold. After knowing the amount of cost of goods sold, then we add the amount of selling and distribution overhead. Let's see the example. What is given? Selling and distribution overhead are given 20,000. Overhead mean expenses. Okay, so this is the expenses. It should be added in cost of goods sold. Okay, what is the amount of selling and distribution overhead? 20,000. It should be added in cost of goods sold. 2,59,400 plus 20,000. Then we get the amount of total cost. The amount of total cost is 2,79,400. Okay, let's see the format. By adding the selling and distribution overhead in cost of goods sold, then we get the amount of total cost. Okay, what is the amount of total cost? 2,79,400. This is the total cost for the production. Okay, this is the total cost for producing the goods. After knowing the total cost, then next we after knowing the amount of total cost, then in market we are sell this production or this product in above cost. ओके, आता आपल्याला या ठिकाणी टोटल कॉस्ट माहित झाली आहे की एक वस्तू तयार करण्यासाठी किंवा जी वस्तू त्यांनी फॅक्टरीमध्ये तयार केलेली आहे त्या वस्तूला तयार करण्यासाठी किती रुपयाचा खर्च आला? 2,79,400. आता या अमाउंट पेक्षा जास्त किमतीला आपण मार्केटमध्ये काय करतो? ही वस्तू सेल करतो. जास्त किमतीला केली तर आपल्याला प्रॉफिट होतो आणि यापेक्षा कमी किमतीला केली तर आपल्याला काय होतं? लॉस होतो. लेट्स सी द प्रॉब्लेम. व्हॉट इज गिवन? नेक्स्ट, प्रॉफिट ऑन सेल 20%. Okay, सेलच्या किती टक्के प्रॉफिट आहे? 20%. प्रॉफिट ऑन सेल. आता या ठिकाणी बघा, आता ऑनच्या पुढे जो शब्द दिला जातो त्याला आपण 100 मानायचं. आता ऑनच्या पुढे कोणता शब्द दिलाय? सेलचा दिलाय, म्हणजे सेल आपण 100 मानूया. आपण एक वर्किंग नोट करूया. वर्किंग नोट काय, कुठली वर्किंग नोट करूया? बघा, कॅल्क्युलेशन ऑफ प्रॉफिट. पहिल्यांदा आपण प्रॉफिट काढूया, कारण प्रॉफिट पर्सेंटेज मध्ये दिलाय. बरोबर, प्रॉफिट ऑन सेल 20%. सेलच्या 20% प्रॉफिट आहे. बरोबर, तुम्हाला सांगितलेलं आहे. आपण लिहून घेऊया या ठिकाणी, प्रॉफिट ऑन सेल 20%. ओके, व्हॉट इज द इक्वेशन ऑफ सेल? वी नो द इक्वेशन ऑफ सेल, टोटल कॉस्ट प्लस प्रॉफिट इज इक्वल टू सेल. दिस इज द इक्वेशन ऑफ सेल. We have already seen in our starting lecture the last equation. What is say? What is the equation of sale? Total cost plus profit is equal to sale. ओके, आता या ठिकाणी बघा, ऑनच्या पुढे जो शब्द दिलाय तो 100 मानायचा. ओके, सेल दिलाय, ऑनच्या पुढे शब्द कोणता दिलाय? सेल. तर सेल आपण किती मानूया? 100 मानूया. बरोबर, सेलच्या 20% प्रॉफिट आहे, म्हणजे सेल जर 100 मानली आणि प्रॉफिट जर 20 मानला तर टोटल कॉस्ट किती असणार आहे? 80. समजलं का? टोटल कॉस्ट किती असणार आहे? 80. ओके, वी नो दी अमाऊंट ऑफ टोटल कॉस्ट. तर या ठिकाणी आपल्याला माहिती आहे, आपल्याला टोटल कॉस्ट किती आली? 2,79,400. म्हणून आपल्याला टोटल कॉस्ट आता माहिती आहे. बरोबर, मग आता कसं करणार आपण? बघा, आता या ठिकाणी 80 ला किती टोटल कॉस्ट किती आहे? 80. तर बघा, टोटल कॉस्ट आहे 80. 80 ला किती म्हणणार आपण? टोटल कॉस्ट दिली तुम्हाला 2,79,400. ओके, तर आपल्याला प्रॉफिट काढायचं आहे. मग प्रॉफिट किती आहे? 20. तर 20 ला किती आपण आता या ठिकाणी करणार आहोत? 80 ला जर 2,79,400 असेल तर 20 ला किती हे आपण आता फाइंड आउट करणार आहे. बरोबर, या ठिकाणी क्वेश्चन मार्क देऊया म्हणजे तुम्हाला समजेल. 80 ला 2,79,400 तर 20 ला किती? आता तिरकस गुणाकार करूया आपण. बघा, 20 गुणिले 2,79,400 भागिले 80 गुणिले 20. बघा, आता इथं इक्वेशन वापरून या ठिकाणी तिरकस गुणाकार करूया आपण. 2,79,400 भागिले 80 गुणिले 20. ओके, 20 ची अमाऊंट आपल्याला काढायची. मग असं केल्यानंतर या ठिकाणी प्रॉफिट किती होते? बघा, 69,850. 26 रुपयाची रक्कम किती आली? 69,850. बरोबर, तर प्रॉफिटमुळं या ठिकाणी प्रॉफिटमुळं काय होणार आहे? सेल आपला काय होणार आहे? वाढणार आहे. म्हणून प्रॉफिट आपण ऍड करूया टोटल कॉस्ट मध्ये. आफ्टर ऍडिंग द अमाउंट ऑफ प्रॉफिट इन टोटल कॉस्ट, देन वी गेट द अमाउंट ऑफ सेल. 2,79,400 plus 69,850. Then we get the amount of sale, that is 3,49,250. So this is the all about cost sheet. ओके, बघा, एक वस्तू तयार करायला खर्च किती आला? 2,79,400 आणि प्रॉफिट हा सेलच्या किती टक्के होता? 20%. मग इथे इक्वेशन आपण मध्ये लिहिलं. ऑन सेल सांगितल्यामुळं ऑनच्या पुढचा शब्द सेल आल्यामुळे सेलला आपण किती मानलं? 100. प्रॉफिट किती दिलाय? 20. बरोबर, मग 100 वजा 20 जर केलं तर टोटल कॉस्ट किती असणार आहे? 80. बरोबर, वी नो द अमाऊंट ऑफ टोटल कॉस्ट 2,79,400. मग इथं केलं बघा आपण, 80 ला जर 2,79,400 तर 20 ला किती? 20 म्हणजे काय? प्रॉफिट आपल्याला काढायचा आहे. तर तो प्रॉफिट किती आला? 69,850. आणि 69,850 हा प्रॉफिट ऍड केल्यानंतर ना त्या वस्तूची सेलिंग प्राइस या ठिकाणी किती आली? 3,49,250. सो दिस इज द प्रॉब्लेम, व्हेरी सिंपल. We are going to see in our today's lecture the practical problem number 1 related to the cost sheet. This cost sheet is prepared according to the specimen, according to the format. No any item is up and down. Go through the format, go through the specimen. Okay, no any item is up and down. We know the format. We already sent the PDF copy of cost sheet specimen in group. I hope you all put or copy this PDF in your notebook. You have to know, or you have to know this format or this specimen, because the problem of cost sheet is going to be solved according to the specimen. No any item is up and down. Okay, this is the specimen though, and this is the solution according to the specimen. Okay, so this is the first problem we are going to be discussed in our today's lecture. This problem is asking in Shivaji University exam in November 2019. So this is the very important problem we are going to be discussed in our today's lecture. So this is the problem of cost sheet. Okay, in our next lecture we are going to be discuss the practical problem number 2. Okay, so this is the practical problem number 1. Okay, thank you.